So we're all just supposed to be a little bit confusion. Hi, welcome back to another video. My name is Charlotte and sometimes I read a book or two and I bring you guys along with me. And welcome to 2026 first reading vlog. What are we gonna read? I don't know. I have two books. I might want to read both of them. I might just read one of them. We'll figure it out as I go. But I have Gifted and Talented by Olive Blake. So that's one. And I have, it's upside down. Shield of Sparrow by Devney Perry. Now, hear me out. I don't know much about these ones. I know that this is fantasy and it's like enemies to lovers, fantasy, probably some forced proximity, stuff like that, you know, fun stuff. And this one, I know it's like a little bit of a fantasy, dystopian family, maybe some self-reflecting, because I know that this family is, different. That's all I know. My plan is to read like the first chapter or so in both of them and then figure out which one I want to read and take it from there. Because one of the things, if you've seen my start of the year book tag, one of the things that I want to do this year is just, I want to keep on going into books blindly. I did it a little bit with like the few like series that I love in 2025. I want to do it more in 2026 with like all books. I kind of just want to go in blindly because usually what makes me want to read a book isn't me reading the synopsis or the blurb or whatever you want to call it. It's usually somebody raving about something random about the book. You know, just being like, this one is fantastic. If you love this, this, and this. And I'm like, I love all of these things. And then I'm here for it. We're going to sit here and we're going to read a little bit of both of them and we'll figure it out together. Okay, so I've figured it out. I've been out and about. Don't mind me. I figured it out. I'm gonna read Shield of Sparrow. I said I was gonna read like a few pages, maybe a chapter in each book. I picked this one up and I just couldn't stop reading. So I didn't read anything in the other one because what was the point? I already knew I wanted to read this one. And I'm about to start chapter 9. So I've read like a little bit of it, like a little tiny. I've read this much. I'm like, look at me go. Oh my goodness me. But I am not reading this. Like, I'm not reading this. I tried and I am afraid I'm going to pull a muscle and break my nose. So I did get it on my little nice e-reader and I don't have a Kindle anymore. I have, does it focus? I have a box, BOOX, and I am in love with this device. It's my favorite thing in the world. I have the buttons. Yes. If you want me to make a video on it, please tell me and I will. But yeah, I do have it on this one as well. Oh my goodness me, I lost my place. I found it again. It's fine. Don't worry. Don't panic. I am here. I'm going to bring you guys along. It's going to be spoiler free as always because I mean, it's no fun. I mean, it is fun sometimes to spoiler, but I feel like this book is still new enough that I don't want to make a spoiler one. I do have one that I am planning on to do a spoiler video for, but that's a different story. But yes, I went into it completely blind. I knew nothing. I knew that it was a romantasy. I knew that people said this is like perfect for people that love ACOTAR and love Fourth Wing and yada 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 and blah blah blah. And then Diabound came around and they're like, oh my god, it's perfect for people who love ACOTAR and Fourth Wing. And I'm like, dude, stop putting these labels on books because it gives me expectations and I don't really like it. I don't really like it when you put expectations on it. But so far, I do like this. I do like it. It's also, from what I understand, getting turned into a TV series, a movie, both. Who knows? I mean, I hope they know. I hope they know what they're doing. Yeah, I went in completely blindly. Of course, now I know a few things. What I know is that the female character we are following, her name is Odessa. I know that Savior, is that his name? Savior? It's not Satan because that's the wrong book. That is the wrong book. What is your name, sir? What is your name? Also, I can't pronounce the little brother's name. That's hard for me. It's Savior. It is Savior. I know that so far Savior hasn't said a word. I kept on thinking that Savior and the Guardian was the same person. They are not. They are not. And I don't know if I'm just putting too much into it, but I have a feeling that they already kind of told us why Savior decided to switch things up. Because I mean, it's you know that this is about the kingdom that Savior's from, or he's the prince from, and you know Odessa is like the leading lady, so you kind of know that that's gonna happen, right? So I don't feel like this is a spoiler. Savior is supposed to marry Odessa's sister May. Something happens, they meet, and he's like, no, I want her. And Odessa is like, who, me? No, I'm marrying that guy, but you know, thank you for thinking of me. I'm gonna go stand in that corner now. And he's like, no, I don't really care who I was supposed to marry. And they throw out some laws and they do blah, 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 blah. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna marry her to Dan. I'm just gonna take her with me if that's okay. Not that Savior says it, the Guardian says it, because Savior doesn't speak. I have a feeling we kind of already know why he ended up choosing her and not the sister. But I might also be reading into something that's not there at all. Like, it doesn't mean anything, but if it means something, I am also a little bit afraid that it's not gonna make sense until the next book. I don't even know how many books they're gonna be in this series. Does anybody know? I don't know. I go into this so happy. But yeah, the thing is, I'm an iPad girly as well now. I got a new iPad in between Christmas and New Year's. I've started taking notes. Like I made myself a little book journal, and I've started taking notes on what I think is relevant, because that's how invested I am. And you know I am invested when I get a piece of paper and a pen, except this isn't a piece of paper, it's an iPad, but you know what I'm trying to mean. So yeah, that was a lot of words, and I don't know if any of them make sense. And I did take my medication today, but something tells me I need to up the dosage. But yeah, I have the audiobook on Storytel. We're not going out for another 20 minutes. I think I'm gonna put on my headset. I'm gonna do the immersive reading. Not in this thing though, because you know, I'm just gonna put that over there. I am gonna read here. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. That's where we're at. I also need a drink. Maybe they will turn out to just be one book in this video and not more like I intended, because I yap too much. Yap. Okay. Reading now. I'm reading now. Hi, it's me again. I just need to say this, because Odessa's inner monologue, that's kind of what dragged me into this book. I feel like she is so funny. This isn't her, this is her sister, but still, you know, it's out of context, but whatever. My heart was beating so hard, and the burning in my throat warned that tears were on their way. Crying would only annoy Father, so I gulped it down. If you're going to cry, don't, she said. Like she could read my mind. You're ugly when you cry. And this is something I used to say to my friend when we would go out drinking together, because when she got emotional, I remember I didn't know what to do once, and I was like, please stop crying, you're ugly when you cry, and she couldn't stop laughing. That made me giggle. So far, I'm having a splendid time. Okay, so here is the thing. I am 36% into the book, and now we are at that crucial state for me personally where I can either get sucked into the book and just disappear and have the audiobook or read the book constantly until I'm done with it, or it can get kind of boring. Like, there's no middle ground, I feel, in a fantasy book for me. It either like sucks me in and just holds me there, or it goes, yeah, it's fine. Like, there's no middle ground. But I am enjoying it. I am having so much fun reading it. I've read 36%, stuff like that. I'm about to start chapter 21. And if you read the book, they have now arrived at the town where they live in tree houses, which I don't feel like is a spoiler because it gives you nothing. So they've arrived to that town. The training is about to start, and that's the thing that I think it can get a little bit like repetitive. Sometimes I understand that training is repetitive and that it's something you need. My dog is here. Hello. And that it's something you need to do, like repeat. It's kind of like learning to read, right? You need to read and read more to learn how to read and to read faster. But sometimes just reading about it over and over and over again, you know, her falling on her ass, her doing this. It's, oh my God, you're so heavy. It's a knife, it's a dagger, it's this, it's that. I don't know. I find it to be a little bit repetitive, and sometimes it can be a little bit boring. A lot of people find it to be the best part of the book because it's the build up, right? So I hope this will keep me on my toes. I hope the kind of banter, if we can call it that, keeps on going. I went in blindly. I have no freaking idea if it even tells us who the love interest is, because I'm a little bit confused. Just like Odessa. Odessa is also a little bit confused. But that's the point, isn't it? Because you're following her point of view. So we're all just supposed to be a little bit confusion. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. I'll update you again in a little bit and we'll take it from there. Okay, a few things. You guys are probably gonna hear the aircon, but I cannot turn it off because it would get so cold in here and I would die. I don't know about you, but I don't feel like dying today. So that's a plus. I'm on chapter 30, officially 50% through Shield of Sparrows, and I am having so much fun. A lot of the things that were concerning me yesterday, I didn't have to be concerned about them at all. And this is why my dad tells me that, you know, don't take your disappointments on too early. Like, wait until you actually get disappointed to be disappointed. You don't have to be it beforehand, so you're disappointed for an extra amount of time. But I still do it. Yeah. I was afraid there was going to be just training after training after training after training. So it's kind of build up to the build up. But yeah, didn't have to worry about it. If you read the book, just to tell you where I'm at, she is in Ashmore and it's the second day. So that brings you kind of up to speed on where I am. So, you know, when she got to the inn and I was like, oh my God, there's one bed. And then I remembered that they hadn't even, so why? I don't know. I was like wondering if but no. So the tension is tensioning and the building is building and I am loving it. I am having so much fun. But yeah, I am enjoying it so much. But my toothache is really bothering me and it's making it kind of hard to read because it keeps on hurting, you know? Guys, I have now read 69%, almost 70% of the book. I have 3 hours left of the audiobook. I have a dilemma and I need to talk to you guys about it because I don't know if this is a me thing or a universal thing, but now I'm at the point where I don't want to pick up the book because I don't want the book to end, but I also don't want to do anything else than read the book because I need to know how the story keeps on going. So I am pretty sure I'm going to finish the book later today. I have a few errands I need to go out and do pretty soon. Then I don't have anything planned the rest of the day. So I have a feeling that that's kind of where we're going to end up. And the next clip you see is when I finish the book and actually give it a rating. But that's where I'm at right now. I'm at the point where I don't want to read it because I don't want it to end. And that tells me that this is a fantastic book. Because usually I don't have that feeling. Usually I just, I read and then it's over and it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. If I'm really into the story, maybe I go to the next one, like an interconnected standalone or whatever, but I'm usually okay with it. The fact that I don't get to know what's happening before April, that was a bad decision on me. I need to know, is this normal? Is it the same for you guys when you're really into a book that at a point you don't want it to end, so that kind of hinders you from picking it up, but you also really want to know how it ends, so you can't really think about anything else. Like, I couldn't start a different book now just to keep this any longer because I wouldn't be able to focus on it. I have to finish it before I go to the next one. I'm also not a person that reads 4 books at a time because I get confused. My head is weird. But yeah, is it normal? Is it normal? Please tell me, because I need to know. Also, I was told that Devney Perry writes smutty books. If that's true, I don't know yet. This is my first book by them, and I don't know. I don't know anything. So that's fun for me. But yeah, I think the next time you guys are going to see me, unless something like really, really important happens, it's going to be, or the next time I talk to you guys, it's going to be when I've finished the book. I feel like all I've said every time I recorded is, oh my God, this book. Oh my God, this book. Oh my God, this book. Oh my God, I can't tell you anything because it's a spoiler. Just know that I'm having a really good time, okay? And I love Odessa. Odessa, I think she's my favorite FMC. I said what I said. I am gonna try and film this, but my dog really wants attention. He just got up from a nap, and I thought I was gonna film it while he was having a nap, but then he decided to get up. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I finished it yesterday. I finished it. I loved it. I loved it so much. The story was fantastic. Odessa is fantastic. Odessa is my spirit animal. I love her. The only reason I'm not ending up giving this a 5-star is because you meet a lot of different characters and it doesn't get confusing. That's not it. But I didn't meet a character that I also felt very attached to. The only character I kind of felt attached to and I cared about was Odessa. When you meet people that are going to be relevant to the story, I also kind of want to feel a little bit of an attachment to them as well. Like, if they die, I want to be distraught. You know what I mean? So I gave it a 4.75. I have a feeling that if this is the way it's going to end up being a 5-star series for me. But I do really miss the element of feeling attached to other characters. So that's kind of what put it like a little bit down for me. You might not feel the same. You might read it and feel completely attached to like 1 or 2 or 3 or all of them. I wouldn't know that. I'm not you. But that's like the main reason why it's not a full-on 5-star for me, just because I did want to really root for somebody else as well. I'm done. I'm done with it. It's over. What am I gonna do now? But yes, that was it. That was it for this reading vlog. I said I was gonna do 2 books, but I've been yapping away about this one, so we're just gonna put it by itself, I think. So thank you guys so much for spending some of your precious time with me. I really do appreciate it. That's cat food, so please ignore it, okay? I hope you guys have a lovely day, evening, wherever you are in the world. And hopefully I will get to see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.